إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله. It was narrated in an authentic hadith that a Jew man came to Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, and he said, there is an ayah in your Quran. If it was to be sent down to us, he means to the Jew, we were to take that day as a day of Eid. So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu said, which ayah are you speaking about? So he said, قول الله سبحانه وتعالى اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. Today I have completed your deen, and I have blessed you fully, and I have chose Islam for you as a religion. So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, we know that day, and it was the day of Arafah, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was standing in Arafah on the day of Friday when Allah sent down that very ayah to him, which means it is already Eid for us. This day is a very great day, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, in this very day Allah forgives a lot of people and frees from the hellfire. And he said sallallahu alayhi wasallam, there is no better day for dua other than this day. It means this is the day that Allah accepts the dua in it, which is the 9th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, the day that comes before Eid al-Adha. It is highly recommended for those who doesn't go to Hajj to fast this very day, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi said, whoever fasts this day, Allah will forgive him or her all the sins that they have committed the year before it and the year which is coming in advance. But not for those who are in Hajj, because it is considered as a day of Eid for them. In this very day, we have to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remember all the sins that we have committed, ask for His forgiveness, ask for His mercy, to get closer to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, making a lot of dua for us, for our families, for friends, and for all those people whom we know, and people even whom that we don't know. Because Allah loves dua, and dua is the greatest form of worship. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah. Dua is the best form of worship. This day is followed by the day of Eid, Eid al-Adha. And in the day of Eid, there are a lot of things that we should do, a lot of adab. From the adab of the day of Eid, especially Eid al-Adha, we shouldn't eat before we go to the masjid. We have to do a lot of takbir, and it was mentioned in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the Sahaba, they used to do it. Especially it was narrated that Umar radiallahu anhu, he used to do the takbir in his tent in Mina, and people in the masjid, they were listening to Umar radiallahu anhu, and they were making takbir. And even people in the market, even they said in that hadith that all the people of Mina, they were making the takbir till Mina was shaking from their voices. So it is highly recommended to do the takbir in our houses, in our place of gathering, in masjid, even in the prayers area where people, they keep talking to each other. They should stop doing that and do takbir. And also in the day of Eid, it is highly recommended to spend generously in our family and our friends, and to share this experience even with our neighbors, regardless of their religion, of their background. And also it is a day of joy and happiness, and it is different than any other day. So we have to know this, and we have to act in an absolute happiness. It was narrated in a hadith by Aisha radiallahu anha that Abu Bakr, he came to visit her house, and there were two ladies from Ansar. They were singing in that very day. So Abu Bakr radiallahu anha, when he saw them, he got upset, and he said, an act of evil in the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He didn't like it. He saw this is maybe su'ul adab in the house of Rasulullah alaihi wasallam for these girls from Ansar to sing. And Aisha, she said in that hadith, by the way, they were not a professional singers, this woman, but they were singing at the day of Eid. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied to Abu Bakr, inna li kulli qawmin Eidah. For every nation, they have got their Eid, they have got a day of festival, and this is our Eid. In the day of Eid also, we have to do a lot of good deeds that it makes us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the first right is the right of parents. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said in the Quran, وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ لَا تَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And we took a covenant from the children of Israel not to worship anyone other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to deal in the best form with your parents. So to be nice to your parents, to start by visiting them, by bringing happiness and joy to them, and your family, your friends whom you know, and to share this also, these good deeds, and visiting and enjoying it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this very Eid an Eid of Izzah for the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Eid of peace and happiness for all Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and mankind, and Eid of maghfirah and barakah and khair. Barakallahu fikum. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira.